I changed again last week. I swear I try. I don't understand how you're always consistent, when honestly every day I'm feeling different. But when we're alone at my house, you're painting my nails on the couch. The only thing I'm thinking is I don't wanna ruin this. On Monday I knew what I wanted. It's Friday and I think I lost it. I want it to last forever, so I'm trying to get myself together. On Tuesday I thought we might end it, but Wednesday I knew I'd regret it. But I ain't giving up, not ever. I'm learning how to love you better. Thursday I got wrapped up in fiction. I can be a little unrealistic, but that's not real life. I've been daydreaming and we're the perfect in everyone's eyes, feeling love for the rest of our lives. We would never fight. Wouldn't that be nice? On Monday I knew what I wanted. It's Friday and I think I lost it. I want it to last forever, so I'm trying to get myself together. On Tuesday I thought we might end it, but Wednesday I knew I'd regret it. But I ain't giving up, not ever. I'm learning how to love you better. I don't understand how you're always consistent, when honestly every day I'm feeling different. Come over and offer to wash all my dishes. You tell me not to mention it, 'cause you know I'm feeling anxious. On Monday I knew what I wanted. It's Friday and I think I lost it. I want it to last forever, so I'm trying to get myself together. On Tuesday I thought we might end it, and Wednesday I knew I'd regret it. But I ain't giving up, not ever. I'm learning how to love you better.
We'll be down in 5. The smell of your perfume is floating down the stairs. You're fixing up your hair like you do. I know that I'll be a mess the second that I see you. You won't be surprised, it happens every time, it's nothing new. It's always on a night like tonight. I thank God you can read my mind, 'cause when you look at me with those eyes, I'm speechless, staring at you standing there in that dress. What it's doing to me ain't a secret, 'cause watching you is all that I can do. And I'm speechless, you already know that you're my weakness. After all this time I'm just as nervous every time you walk into the room. I'm speechless.
That's it. That's it. Hey, that was a firm no, eh? Oh, I'll tell you what. So can I ask you, is it okay if he gives you a small peck on the cheek? Okay, just, yeah. Okay. Ladies and gents and friends, family, welcome, and it's so awesome to be here. It's a good thing I saw your message, because the original date was the 8th. So, amazing, eh? But welcome to your own wedding day. Let's give this away, can we? Thanks, ladies. And if you want to, you can maybe grab a seat. And is that cool? Thanks. But it's really a privilege for me. Yeah, hold a bit of hands. That's good. So his mates have just helped him, just relax a bit. So.
Okay, no,
Yeah. I've really loved the vibe and just the guests, the friends, the family, the people that are here. Just like everyone is just here for you and being so chilled. And so there's a big party afterwards, definitely. We celebrate. Hey, babes, okay, can we start now? So we celebrate this love that you have. And obviously, just by way of seeing you and meeting and how you started this walk in here, you guys have such a powerful connection. Would you all agree? Beyond love for each other, like a connection, an undercurrent of a real friendship vibe here. And that's a good foundation for marriage. But you obviously sure you know, and so we don't... yeah, I hope so. He's, yeah, he didn't run away, eh? For a moment, we were worried if you were coming, eh? We weren't sure, eh? Yeah. One of the things that I can see for marriage today in this modern world is that obviously there's attraction, love, you get each other, you're friends, but I see a connection, and there's definitely a connection between the two of you. And just what I've seen and heard, just that's a powerful thing. So keep a connection alive beyond obviously love and the friendship and the feeling after. It's okay, we actually married. Hello, husband. Hello, wife. You know, that thought. So the next time you wake up together, it's morning, husband. Morning, even though you know each other. It's a whole different vibe, but it shouldn't let you be nervous. But this connection that you have, your love and your passion for one another, that's really awesome. And I just want to remind you, as I was driving, I was thinking about how quickly life moves. You know it. We blink and boom. I mean, my oldest son's 21. I can remember him like he was at school and babies and nappies yesterday. He's at varsity. The other one's matric now. Life just moves at such a pace. So sometimes it's a really good thing to slow it down and remember and savor the moments. So I want to remind you of the moment you first met. How long ago was that?
13 and a half years ago.
Yes, I was that, eh?
He knows.
Did you know 13 and a half years ago?
I said 13, but yeah.
13 and 7 months.
Okay, where was that? So this is an interactive ceremony because I felt in my heart as I was driving here, if I can say it like that to remind you of these moments. And because my wish for you, my desire for you is that you have many more amazing moments, but that you remember this, the biggest one of them all, and that you would savor the moments to come. You would let them, you would embrace them and not forget them. The bad ones, okay, we can chuck out, we know that. But the first time you met.
Can't say it because it's in my speech.
Okay. So the moment you knew that you were in love and this is it.
We felt it.
Yeah.
You felt it together, instantly.
It was a blind date, so
Yeah.
A setup, eh?
it was a
Yeah.
setup.
I like that, but you knew.
We knew.
Straight
Okay.
away.
I want this to be in the video, and I want this to be celebrated with you because that is a special thing. Think about it. And the moment you knew in your heart, okay, this is the one. There was a vibe the first date. I mean, if you knew you were going to marry at the first date or that first moment, I mean, that's quicker.
Yeah.
You know, but still, well done. I mean, if you did. But the day, the moment, the time, you knew, okay, I'm going to marry her. All right.
At that time, yeah. I knew.
Okay. So for me, the moments to come after this, keep them coming. And this deep friendship you have. But then I've got to give you a little secret ingredient. Obviously, you love each other. And I can just see your vibe together, which is great. This wedding has been already probably in my top 3. Just by being here. Hello. Is this good? Earth dudes.
Good stories.
Okay, good stories.
Good stories.
I've only been like 3 minutes. Just another 45 minutes. Short bed, thanks.
What are you doing to it, Frank?
Thank you. So there's a secret ingredient I want to give you. Not that I have all the answers. I definitely don't. You know, there's times I feel like driving to a bridge and dropping the wife off. But forgive me for saying that. It's not great to say that, but there's times you feel like that in life. That's wild. And but you know those moments, you'll never do it. You love them. But I just want to speak to you about this secret ingredient, about creating a flow, having a flow in your lives. I've just been aware that it's all about life and goals and career and where we want to be and how much stuff we have. It's important. And whatever else comes with it. But don't forget that you have a flow from this moment going forward together. And I liken it to water. Water is the best example. So let's say you're in this flow together. It's a river. Sometimes it's a river that is flowing powerfully. To me, as long as you're in the same raft, the same boat, and you're flowing together, keep your flow on together. It's going fast. It's powerful. It's like, that's when you know, okay, this is where we're heading. There's times you're on the river and it's twists and turns. You're not sure what's around the corner. As long as you're flowing together. Flow together. Think about this and remember what I'm saying. You may not know. Yeah, she's going to put it on your calendar. So, but what I'm really saying is we cannot know every stage and every moment in life that's coming in. We can plan well. And sometimes we overplan. Leave some moments for surprises. Like what's around the next corner, we're not sure, but we're there together. We're flowing together. Sometimes you're heading for a waterfall. You think, this is going, okay? But you're together, you're in that same thing, and you hold on to each other, you hold on to the raft, and you're falling. But you're falling together. That's a good thing. And sometimes it's a gentle little trickle. Feels like you're not even moving. Just subtle, subtle, subtle. That's where you've got to really focus on the moments, because you can miss what's right in front of you. And you're wanting the pace. You're wanting the pace. Where are we going? You're actually still moving. Don't miss the moments. And then the last one for me is where it's just this soft little flow, but the sound of the flow is more important than where you are. Makes sense? Listen to each other. Listen to where he's flowing and where you're flowing. And that's my encouragement to you. But then I've got 4 words for you and then I'll be done. And we'll talk a little bit about 1 or 2 other things. But the first thing is, from this moment, you already belong together. But when you say your vows and we sign on that and I declare you, you truly are husband and wife. You belong together. You belong to each other. By law you do. In South African law you do. But in your hearts, you know you belong to each other. And to me, that's family. Where you belong and where you feel you belong, that's home. That's family. And sometimes family comes and goes, but the two of you are a tight family. So you belong together from this day. And I'm going to speak to you about 3 other words: believe, trust, and fight. But don't think fight in the wrong way. Believe in each other. When others don't believe in her and you stay believing in her, she'll always believe in herself. When others don't believe in him, right, and you keep believing in him, then when others don't believe, he'll still have belief. Makes sense? So I want to encourage you to believe in each other's dreams and hopes, even if it changes, and even if it's scary. Keep believing. This is about being real. You know, we can talk about all the fancy stories of marriage, but this is how it really comes, what it comes down to. And then I want to speak to you about trust. Trust is so important. The old dude, Winston Churchill, he said trust can take you a lifetime to build and a moment to lose. It's very true. And there's something about a trust in marriage that goes beyond, even if you've been together for 10 years and have had much fun on yachts all over the place and traveled and seen and experienced things. The experiences don't necessarily give you trust. Trust is something deeper. Trust each other. And when someone doesn't trust her, you trust, even if you're not sure. That's a strength. And the same with him. I want to encourage you for that. And then the last one is fight, but in a good sense. You fight for her dreams. And listen, I can already check it. Oh, these are classic. I'll tell you what, Lord, I love you guys. This is such a vibe. It's probably the best wedding as a mother. It's the best ever. But when you fight for each other, you're going to argue. It's good. I can see there's fire. Who's the petrol? Who's the brake? Huh? Huh? Petrol brake. Okay. You see now, she said it, I didn't, but I liked it. So
Thank you, Nikki.
You know
That's why I didn't want to say anything.
When he wants to say Hawkeye and you know you've got to give it, then you put that foot down and you give it. Huh? And when she's going, you think, okay, maybe this is not. Then you got to put the brake. But the thing is about each other is, if you understand that and you get that and you flow with the petrol brake story, it's easy for me to say that. Then when you fight, you think, okay, hang on, we're fighting over what? Let her be her, let him be him. And that's how you flow. You keep the flow. And then the best secret ingredient of all, you've been doing it, and other people have been doing it already here, is laughter. I don't think you can have a better secret ingredient in marriage than joy, having fun and laughing, and not making a moment like this. I feel so free with you because of who the two of you are. I mean, you glow and check her. I mean, please, just give a little bit of time before you give her the next drink, okay? Just wait before the champagne comes. I just needed to be able to say yes.
How much have you given her?
But you know what I'm saying? This laughter, this joy, this vibe, it's such a powerful ingredient. and people underplay it in marriage and in life. Would you say that?
Yes.
Laugh, just keep the laughter going. All right. Okay, so you can give her a little peck on the cheek, another one, a slow one. Yeah, there we go. Just hold each other there, nice. Not too close yet. So firstly to you, Michael, do you declare that there's no legal reason why you cannot marry this woman you're present, and that you call on all of us to witness that you're free to legally marry her?
I do.
And Tatum, do you declare there's no legal reason why you cannot marry this man you're present, and that you call on all of us to witness that you're free to legally marry him?
No, I do.
No, I do.
I knew I was going to miss this one. No,
Absolute best wedding ever. I must be honest with you.
No, I mean,
No, you mean. No,
there's
okay.
no reason like not to. There's no reason not to. So I do.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet, simple.
I do.
I'll tell you. You know, that's amazing, huh? I'm completely undone. I don't even know if I can carry on here. I'll tell you, you are so classic. That's the best wedding ever. I'll tell you, this is in the books, huh?
Yes, you did, Zay. Don't worry.
Okay.
Everyone got that on record, right?
All right. Michael, you got to focus on her now.
Okay.
But now it's serious, huh? This is an important I do, huh? Please, huh? All right. Michael, do you take Tatum this day to be your wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or worse, rich or poor, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and cherish her as long as you both shall live?
No, I do.
Just keep it like that, right? Best one. Yeah. And Tatum, do you take Michael this day to be a husband, for better or worse, for rich or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love, honor, and cherish him as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Can I have the rings, please? Okay. I'll tell you. Wait, which is hers?
Okay,
Take her
that's
ring
nice,
out.
yeah.
I'll get that from you now. Okay, just put it up to Not over there. Yeah.
Okay.
But hold it there, hold with your hands, yeah. And
Tatum, with this ring, I marry you today. It's my symbol of love and devotion to you, and a sign to all. From this moment forward, I'm yours alone.
Michael, with this ring, I marry you today. It's a symbol of my love and devotion to you, and a sign to all, from this moment forward onwards and alone. Yours alone. To make sure.
Okay, so can we play some music? I'd like to ask the two witnesses to join us. We quickly sign. Is that okay now? Or do you want to do it all? Now it's good, eh? Yeah, we'll play a bit of tunes for you just to give you a break, and then we'll quickly sign. Thank you. Awesome. Not yet. I haven't declared them yet. It's coming, eh?
I know I've been out of my control, way I was before, but I hope you can see I was lost and wondering, just riding on a wind.
Thank you for your patience. They signed now. Signed, sealed, delivered, eh? All right. Can you join hands? Oh, she's classic. Eh? It is my absolute privilege to declare that you are now fully, lawfully, legally married. You're now husband and wife. You are one flesh. What has been joined together here today, let no one separate. You're now married. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gents, can I ask you to stand, please? Please welcome and celebrate with me, Mr. DJ, if you're ready for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Russell!
Since I was young, coming up. Always marching to a drum, brat-a-dum. Always focused on me, one. Now I wish that I could hold someone. So tell my mama I love her, call my baby sister, shoot a hug and kiss her. Cause life is just a mystery and it's gone before you know it. So if you love me, won't you show it? Cause this life is one big symphony. This night is one for you and me. I'm the strings and you're the timpani. Constant tambourine. This life is one big symphony. So glad I got you next to me. I'm the chords and you're the melody. This life's one big symphony. She was the piano and the xylophone. You can have the trumpet and the saxophone. Life is skipping rope, keep going. Finding solace in the note, Had the struggle when I was broke, so low. Writing music just to cope, no hope. Yeah, life is just perspective. Laughing when you wrecked it, smiling when you kept it together. You weathered the storm at the end of the play. You sang all the way. Doesn't matter how off key, if you did it, you win. This life is one big symphony. This night is one for you and me. I'm the strings and you're the timpani. You're my constant tambourine. This life is one big symphony. So glad I got you next to me. I'm the chords and you're the melody. This life's one big symphony. Would you care if I played you the flute? See, it's my favorite one, cause it's so delicate and beautiful. I pull out the trombone if it's more suitable. Wanna make you smile, it's been a little while since I've seen the white of your teeth. Been a hard year, lucky the guitar is here.
Yeah.
got a big voice, eh? Anyway. Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody, and congratulations to Tay and Mark. As you know, Mark has been part of the family forever. He's like part of the furniture. So, you know, he's always been there, and so happy that they've eventually tied the knot now. And hopefully, grandchildren soon, eh? Anyway, as a tradition in Africa, you know how it goes. I'll be waiting for my lobola. Just kidding, Mark, just kidding. Anyway, I just want to say I love you guys lots, and you've really gone out of your way to make it a special event. Very proud of you, all three of the Musketeers, all of you. Anyway, I love you lots. Thanks, everybody.
Have a mom, she might be the bomb, but ain't nobody got a mom like mine. Her love's till the end, she's my best friend.
Okay. So I haven't planned for the speech because I really haven't had the time. So I'm really going to speak from the heart. But I want to just thank everybody that's helped me at doing such a good job at raising my daughters, Tay in particular today. And I'm really proud of her and how well she's chosen with a life partner. Take my hat off to Mark to putting up with a lot, but there we go. Yeah, thank you, Mark, for making it official. I now have a son, and I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of all your achievements. I really, really am. And I just pray blessing upon your life, and I pray that God gives you favor in everything you do. And everyone here is really special. You've all played a part in being who they are, even if you are the photographers meeting them for the first time and the DJ. I'm sure that tonight's going to be memorable, and yeah, let's have a party.
Apparently, I've got to come over here and do this now. Ladies and gentlemen, your bridegroom. That's you, Mike. Just so you know.
Here comes the, y'all don't really want it now. N-E-double-L. I said so, I keep big meals up in my hood on the dirty like Bledsoe. Ain't got no twist in my head, but I'm still dreadful. And I got plenty of bread, so I go to bed full. I'm in it to win it, I'm all in. I might call you my cuz, young blood, but we ain't kin. You think a jump.
Yes, it's straight out from Google. There you go. All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, family, friends, and Stuart for coming. On behalf of my wife and I, we would like to thank everyone for sharing this special day with us. It would have not been the same, it would have been a hell of a lot cheaper. Please make sure your glasses are full. Tonight, as I'll be doing the toastings, and my job is to get you drunk. So the time that Stuart, Justin, Tyson, and Nikki talk, you won't remember any of it. We can't wait for the next chapter in our lives. Good things happen instantly, but great things take time. Thank you all for being so patient with us. We know how long it's taken. Warren, Nicole, and Gwenny, you look great tonight. That's the cleanest I've ever seen you, Warren. Thank you, Warren, Nicole, and Gran, for bringing up such a strong, amazing daughter, grandchild. I can see all your personalities in her every day. Warren's feistiness and never back down attitude. Nicole's super supportive and caring mindset, and money burning a hole in your hand. But as Nicole goes with that, so will Tay. Gran, thank you for supporting Warren and Nicole in raising the twins. Sorry. Your morals are strongly embedded with the twins, and I see this every day. But the most importantly is you taught Tay how to do washing. The first time I met Tay's dad, it was his 40th birthday, and he had a traffic cone on his head, and he was dancing around the room. That's when I knew that's where Tay did not get her dance moves from. To my new family, I appreciate the way that you have brought me into your family as your own child. I can't be more happier being a part of it. At one stage, Warren told me, Tay, if you leave Mike, he is welcome back to this house, and you are not. Does that still stand, Warren? And yeah, so Warren, you're speaking about this lobola, and I know it's the modern world, so I did get you a landy. Trudy, I did not forget about you. That's your rooster. The cow's Warren's in the car, the rooster's yours. Okay. Nikki, I have not forgotten about you. I'm sure she's thinking, why has he not spoken about me yet? I'm important, it's my wedding too. Marry the one twin, get one free. Always the third wheel, never leaving us alone, but always supporting us all the way through. I came to Nikki to ask her to help me get the ring size. She sized it in Italy, and I bought the ring in the UK. Clearly, I wasn't going to get this wrong. I have a twin wrong. It was the wrong size, and Tay had to wear it on her pinky for the rest of the trip in Japan. Nikki, as much as we have had our ups and downs, I do love you very much, and you'll always have a special place in my heart. I have gained two amazing sisters, Jade and Nikki. I was very lucky to be a part of Jade's life from the age of 6 years old. Jade, I'm very proud of the woman that you have become, and I look forward to seeing where you're going to be going. I'll be here to support you all the way. Please can you toast the bridesmaids and the parents and Granny. Oh, is that yours? No, that's mine. Yeah. Thanks to the groomsmen. Not too sure what the old guy's doing at the table. I wasn't speaking about you, Stuart, so don't put your hand up. Stuart, Justin, and Nikki, thank you for sorting out the stag party. And to all the guys that were there, thank you very much. Tay and I had a great send-off, and we would have... No, I'm not going to say that. Justin, you said it would be the happiest day of my life, and you're right. The stag party was insane. And that's my blonde wife. Stuart, you have always been there for Tay and I in the yachting industry and art. We would just want to thank you on behalf in believing in our capabilities and pushing us to hold the fucking koala. We really appreciate you and Jackie making the far trip from Mallorca, especially being pregnant. So congratulations to you two. So cheers to them. Justin and Gina, always ready to get the party started when we get back to South Africa. Good times, bad times, we've been through them all. Crazy nights out, hitchhiking, but we made it. Thanks for putting up with our crazy nights. Jackie, Gina, Romy, and Lolly, you'll never have to worry about the boys when I'm around. I'll always stand there the whole night holding a drink in my hand. Let's raise a glass to the groomsmen. My mum is here in spirit and will never be forgotten. Unfortunately, we won't be seeing her on the dance floor tonight. Mom did tell me to find a woman like her. I guess I picked correctly, because Mom and Dad butted heads, and so do Tay and my dad. Tay appreciates you welcoming her into the family like you have, and Dad, we appreciate you traveling all the way up to Mallorca and spending time with us. Very special times and memories, to many more rugby tours together. Tay, my father and I are very fortunate that you got to meet my mom, getting to know her in a true personality, kind, caring, feisty, and the party animal that she was. Great times. She always said to me that she was very proud of you and the woman I had picked. Just wish she was here to enjoy this moment that we are sharing together with our friends and family. Dad, thank you for teaching me how to be a husband and a gentleman. The example I had from you and Mom growing up will stay with me forever, and I pass this on to my children one day too. Raise the glass to Dave and Sheila. Nikki, Nicole, Trudy, and everyone that helped us set up this wedding venue, thank you. Without you guys, it wouldn't have been possible. What a team. You were like ants. The pit bull gave instructions and we just went. I think you were more scared of Nikki than anyone else. Thank you, Tyler, for your flowers. They are absolutely stunning. Thank you, Conway and Haycroft, for all your support tonight. It's been amazing. Thank you. That leaves one last person to speak about. Fun, generous, sexy, gorgeous. These are some of the things I heard about myself by you guys. All jokes aside, now for the most important person, the boss, my wife, Tatum. Tay, thank you for accepting me, barnacles and all. I know I don't make your life easy all the time. I have seen you grow from a girl to a woman, and tonight you look absolutely amazing. Words can't describe it. Tay surprises me almost every day. Most of you know Tay and I met on a blind date at 80s nightclub. Some of you were there that night. As the twins walked into the room, both wearing the same dress, different color, purple and green, making it very difficult to pick which one, John and Ty said to... I'm getting there. Tyson and John said to me, how are you going to tell them apart? I turned to them both and said, I'm just going to guess and hopefully I get the right one. As I walked up to them, no offense, Nikki, but Tay was a light in the room. I was like a deer in headlights. Once I could get the words out of my mouth, I offered them a drink, not knowing almost 14 years later I'll still be buying 3 drinks every time I go out. I went over to the bar and another lady was chatting to me. I could see in the corner of my eye Tay was not having it. I grabbed the drinks and came back. First thing Tay said to me, "Who was that?" From then on, I was in. But what the twins always told me, the one reason Tay fell in love with me was my dancing. I think I have had a chance with this I didn't think I would have a chance with this beautiful girl, punching well above my weight. And this happened. And then this happened a week after. I went to the rugby stadium, seeing her again. It was the Lions tour. She was in 80s, and because it was a Saturday night, and I was not 21, and ladies can get dressed up and make themselves look older, she left me downstairs, her and Nikki. Guess I was not the man that she wanted always. Tall, big hands. Instead, she went complete opposite. Small, compact, like a tank. 10 years later, she surprises me again. I get down on one knee and propose. She turns to me and looks down at me and says 3 words. No, they were not, "Yes, I do." Instead, they were, "Are you sure?" We have been traveling the world together since the age of 21, worked 5 part-time jobs to get ourselves overseas, and worked on boats. And with 3,000 in our pockets, we were ready to go. Ups and downs, good boats, bad boats, we have stuck together and made it work. Living in a small cabin and working around each other all the time. I'm sure we have spent more time together than a 20-year-old married couple. I could not ask for a better lifetime partner, always ready to take on adventures I pull her into, and this weekend, most of you were pulled into the same adventure. Welcome to our life. Tay she is strong, extremely giving, and will go without and make sure everyone else has. She'll do everything for friends and family. I can only imagine what a great mother you will be, and can't wait to bring our children up together. But do not get on the wrong side of Tay, or you will know all about it. Once she hates you, it's done. So cheers to you all for making the list. They say behind every strong man there's a strong woman. I can agree with that statement, as Tay has stood with me all the way and helped us get to where we are. Thank you for supporting me, Tay, and helping us get to this place where we've gotten. Without you, we would never be here. Cheers to my wife. To everyone that has traveled far, from a far distance and down the road, thank you. We can't express how much we appreciate all of you being here and celebrating this day. You have been part of our lives one way or another. To my bride, family, new family, and friends, let's bring the roof down tonight. Please don't hold back. We got the banned alcohol from the Qatar World Cup. Enjoy.
It's all right, it's not me yet. It's the Scorcher. It's my new nickname, Chinese Laundry. No, next in line is your resident Nikki, the bridesmaid.
See him out with my girls, I'ma have a good time. step back with your chit chat, killing my vibe.
Okay, first of all, I'm very surprised that it wasn't a different song than this. No, it is it. Is this a song? Oh, it is a song, cheeky. Yeah. Come now, eh? Okay. Woo, okay. So I might be reading a lot. I'll try and not make it too long. Okay, so most people aren't able to say that they have the smartest, most beautiful, caring sister in the world. But Tay, I'm so glad that you can say that. You're really, really lucky. So when Tay was growing up, she used to say, and Mom and Gran, you are my witness, she would say, one day when I meet a man, and I know Mike touched on this, but she said, I want to meet a tall man with big hands. Well, weird request, I know, but she got the exact opposite. Yeah, small hands, shorty, as you can see. But you know what? Instead of big hands, she got a guy with the biggest heart, and I think that's far more valuable. So that's a win. Okay, so going back 13 years, where their love story all began, although Tay will never admit it, and I don't think it was love at first sight, but let's just wait to where I'm going with it. I can remember Tay getting a text from a girl back in school saying there was a guy she just had to meet. So obviously we were a little curious and decided to go to our local pub 80s, as Michael mentioned. We walked in not really knowing what he looked like, because his profile just had so many people in the background, so we're like, shit, I hope it's this one, not that one, but you know how it goes. So let's just say he was still... when they did meet, he was still kind of grown into himself, I guess. We're like, He just, was going through puberty stage and whatnot. Anyways, I don't know how to say it nicely. I'm just so straight with Michael. But anyways, at the end of the day, it was his dance moves that got her attention, and the rest was history. So, sorry. And yeah, from then on, these two have been inseparable anyway, so... actually, I'll take that back. Us three have been inseparable ever since that day. Actually, we're so inseparable that, Michael, you did steal a lot of my speech, which I hate on you right now. But so Michael just knew that when he did gift Tay, he gifted me too. I remember once, he paid for Tay's hair to get done, he paid for mine too, and that was a continuous thing. And then one year, he bought a Louis Vuitton bag. And he bought me one too. It was fake, yes, but it looked real, so it was all good. But so, literally everything he bought in twos until the ring came. And then, I kind of thought there'd be a brother-sister ring, but that never came. So, but it's okay. I forgive you. We are building a house together, and 3 of us will live together forever after. So I'm all good. I'm happy. So save your money for that, rather. So, anyways, I thought you were coming in hard. That's why I'm ripping you now. Like, this is the time. All the shit you give me is coming out tonight. So anyways, my family, specifically my dad, he would tell us the story of why I was so much bigger than Tay. So literally, she was 1.8, I think I was like 2.6. She was like tiny, and I was like this big fat thing. And I remember he said it was because I had eaten all the food in the tummy, in my mom's tummy, and kicked Tay out first to make sure it was safe to come out. 7 minutes later, there we go. But my version, I think it was Tay playing more mother to me already in the womb, as she does to this day, force-feeding me, and then being the protective one that she still is today, by going out first to make sure everything is okay, and then sending me out. So I guess my thank yous begin from the moment we were born. You having my back since 1990. So thank you for that. Raise a toast to that. Thank you. Growing up with a twin is honestly the greatest blessing. To share the same dreams, to talk to someone who understands you so well, someone who literally finishes your sentences because you can read each other's mind, To laugh with someone to a point you can't stop and crying with laughter, and you can't breathe because you know what each other are thinking even without saying it. And just no one gets it but the two of us. So it's always been just the two of us until the third prodigy, Michael, came along. Now, as you well know, they say 3 can be a crowd. But honestly, I can tell you, he has been like one of us. He just kind of walked right in and said, hey, you know, like it or not, I'm here to stay. And that's just exactly what he did. So welcome, Mark, you know. So I knew growing up, Tay and I would have to grow apart eventually, little by little, figure out who we were as individuals. But I cannot express to you enough how much at peace I am, and in my heart, knowing that Mark is always by his side. Even more so, I'm so grateful that right from the beginning, Mark has taken me right under his wing, and he's been like my sister, I got you, pretty much. So thank you, Mark. Although, don't let us fool you, we have this love-hate relationship. Dammy knows how to irritate. But Mark and I, we have a sibling song, which was that song that you just messed up for me. I was going to play it, but never mind. I'm sure for you, those with siblings with like in-laws and stuff know how it goes. It's just, it's a real love-hate relationship. But anyways, Michael, coming from a family of boys, he walked straight into a big family of women. Bravo to that. Let's cheers to that, because we are not easy to get along with. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But he has been blessed with not one but 2 sisters. We've all had the privilege of watching our youngest Jade grow up, which is amazing. And the bond that Mark and Jade have from when she was tiny, I know one day that when the day comes, you will not only make a great husband, but a great father too. So I know how proud your dad is of you as well. And I can promise you now your mom is too. I know she's looking down at you both, showering you both with so much love and blessings in this marriage. For all those who couldn't be with us today, we've lit candles for them, and we have beautiful little frames there for them, just to make them feel part of the day. And now for the thank yous. My first thank you would go to the parents and Granny. Thank you, Mum and Dad, for creating us, and most importantly, for giving me a clone. And Granny, for helping raise us. I cannot be more grateful to you. You've been our greatest supporter, even with us singing on our little deodorant cans through a mirror. There'll be no time. But yes, no, we will for you personally, definitely. But honestly, thank you so much, Granny. You are our absolute world. And that goes for you too, Mom and Dad. I love you so much. We all do. And Mark's parents, Dave and our heavenly angel, Sheila. Without Mark, Mark wouldn't be here today. So thank you so much. Trudy, who's here, thank you for everything you do for us and for being the greatest partner to Dad. You keep him in shape, so that's always good. And and for Ashley, who I'm sure is resting at the moment. No, there you are. You've all been in our lives since tiny tots. Thank you so much for keeping them in check and for looking after them. Really appreciate it. Seth, thank you very much. You're always there no matter what. Thank you, Uncle Seth. Yeah, I just everybody who is here today, it's a small, intimate wedding, and you're here today because you meant the world to Mike and Tay and everyone else. You've played a very big part of our lives, so thank you so, so much. Cheers. I have one last thing to say. I've had the pleasure to watch you both grow as people and as a couple, side by side through life's challenges, and being each other's greatest support system through the most difficult years of yachting. And by the way, Brayton, thank you so much, because we wouldn't be in yachting without you passing all those exams. So thank you so much. He's amazing at his job, by the way. Thank you. Couldn't speak any more highly of him. He's incredible. And yeah, you continue to inspire me with your love. I can only hope one day I find the same. A love so modern enough to survive the times and old-fashioned enough to last forever. I love you both, Mr. and Mrs. Russell. And once again, congratulations.
I hate these things. My lords, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Russell wedding. Mark III, third time lucky, right? I think we can all agree it's been a fantastic day, no? Everybody's had a great time. The place is beautiful. It really has been a stunning day. Well, that all ends right here with my speech. Long-standing tradition states that the best man's speech should last no longer than the bridegroom lasts in bed. So thank you very much. Good night.
Let's go party.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic.
Sorry. I'd like to start by congratulating Mike on a fantastic and wonderful speech, very heartfelt. I always knew it would be a hard speech to follow, and I was right. I couldn't follow a bloody word of it. Having said that, Gran has already summarily told me that South Africans speak much better English than I do. And so if anybody is having a problem with my ridiculous accent, please see my beautiful assistant Jade, who will happily tell you to piss off in both English and South African. Gran has also warned me that there will be no rude jokes, no political jokes, no offensive jokes, no jokes about sex, and no jokes about marriage. Well, that gets rid of that lot then. So, in which case, I'm going to keep this speech just like Mike, short and not very funny. For those of you that don't know me, I'm actually a friend of Mike's. And it is my great honour to be the best man. And it's a very, very great honour, and I'm actually only one of the best men. Justin over there is my counterpart, has put in everything as much as well. I am actually quite nervous about doing this speech, despite the fact I've got this loud, booming voice and I can't make out this microphone. I did take some comfort, though. While we were in Durban, I went next door and I practised in front of the old people's home, and they loved it. They thought it was really funny. Well, they pissed themselves anyway. If there's anybody else in the room feeling as nervous and as apprehensive as me, and perhaps a little queasy about what lies ahead, it's probably because you've just married Mike. I do need to do a couple of quick thank yous. I need to thank Jade and Nikki. I think you'll all agree they've been stunning bridesmaids. They carried out their duties flawlessly. I also need to thank the groomsmen for at least turning up sober. I do need to get special thanks to my counterpart, Justin, who, along with Nikki, helped and, well, basically made the stag do happen while I was in the Northern Hemisphere learning to speak South African. I also need to point out some other special recognition needs to go to Mr. Tanner Wareham over here. Not for his incredible musical talent, but actually for being the most dedicated toy soldier on the stag do. Woo! I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say, Tay, you look $1 million today, as opposed to Mike, who looks like he was won in a raffle. Gentlemen, I think you will agree it's a very, very sad day for all single men, as an absolute stunner leaves the available list. And ladies, I think you'll probably agree that today has passed with pretty much without a ripple. Tay has always brightened all of our lives. She is an amazing human, and she does deserve a really good husband. And you are lucky she married you, my friend, before she found one. I'm only just getting warmed up.
I have to say, Michael, you really are a lucky, lucky man. You leave here today with a wife who is warm, generous, loving, gorgeous, beautiful, and all of those things. Tay, you are also quite lucky. I mean, you leave here with a lovely new dress and a beautiful bunch of flowers. Most people suggest that part of the best man's duties are to look for ways to discredit the groom and sort of make him seem less of a man than he really is. I don't think that's humanly possible, but I'll give it a go. Mike was born on the 20th of October, 1989, in Addington Hospital. Ooh, heckler, I see. So in my dutiful manner, I did lots and lots of research, trying to find some major world event or some historical milestone that would have coincided with Mike's debut on planet Earth. Well, I can say after hours and hours and days of searching about the 20th of October 1989, I can confirm that absolutely nothing happened. In fact, the only reference I could find for that particular day was a link to a maternity ward on a South Beach hospital for something that they called Ugly Baby Friday. Mike was quite a slow starter at school, but he was always very special. Even at play school, he stood out. He was always very different from the other 5-year-olds. He was 12. Mike went on to study electrics and engineering, skills he's put to good use in things that he does these days, fixing boats, fixing cars. Indeed, he helped fix my car. He said to me, "I'm sorry, mate, I couldn't fix your brakes properly, so I just made the horn louder." At this point, I would love to highlight a story about the stag do, which might tell you how much fun we had, but the law of stag prohibits me from doing that, and also our lawyer has advised I don't mention it until the charges have been investigated fully. In all seriousness, the only serious part of my speech, I'd like to just consider the moment, as Nikki said, just to reflect on absent friends, and one particular absence is Mike's mum, Sheila. Known as Half Pint by the family, small in stature but huge in character, I know she'd be very proud of you both. Cheers to Sheila. Let's raise a glass. We have now reached a point in the evening where we can all look across at Mike and see him shift uncomfortably in his seat and grip the tablecloth. Yes, that's right, I'm going to present him with the drinks bill. My final task for the evening, the most important one, the most important product of the day. No, Jade, not the cake. The happy couple. I ask you to raise your glasses, please, in a toast to your bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Tay Russell. Right, it's enough of my drawl. My counterpart, the actual best man, Mr. Justin Edwards.
Saving the best for last, eh, Stuart? Good evening, everyone. For those of you that don't know, I'm Justin. Hello, everyone. I'm not an alcoholic. So I've been friends with Mike and Tay for about 13 years, I think it is. Yeah. And over these years, I've been fortunate to build a solid friendship with them both. I feel incredibly privileged to be here today and to bear witness to this incredible couple finally saying I do. Finally. This man, believe it or not, has had a huge influence in my life. The one day after him and I were chatting how great it would be to get into electrical field, I was super excited and pumped. And to this day, I'm still in the same field of work, and I love it. I find it incredible how out of the blue you befriend someone like Mark, and they change your life completely. Marky, my boy, thank you for choosing me to stand by your side on this very important day. It's been an honor. Tatum, I'll tell you. You look really beautiful this evening. I just want to thank you for the friendship we've shared over the years. There's so many memories and good laughs and fun times together. We always have a jaw. One memory, or blurry memory in particular that comes to mind, is the time we went for a quiet catch-up dinner. The night ending at 4 a.m. when we pushed my brother Tyron through the McDonald's drive-thru in a trolley to get our breakfast. That was fun. I've got a few points for Mark and Tay before you enter your new journey of life together as a married couple. The couple that laughs together stays together. I think this is for Mark. Never laugh at your wife's choices. You are one of them. It's very true. It's very true. You've got to remember that one. This is quite a cool one. Your marriage lets you annoy one special person for the rest of your life. As you all know this one, happy wife, happy life, probably the most important. Just keep her happy. This is also for Mark. If at first you don't succeed, try doing it the way your wife Tatum told you to do it. And lastly, I just want to say well done to the amazing team of special people that put this wedding together. I think we've all worked very well together. We've had lots of fun. We've had a jaw. And this venue looks incredible. I'm sure you can all agree. I'd like to raise a toast for Mark and Tay. Wish you all the best. Cheers. Cheers.
Good news. There's only one more and then it's dinner. Something I forgot to say to you. Love is blind, but marriage is a real eye-opener. Ladies and gentlemen, the final speech, Mr. Tyson Heffer. Oh, he's over there. I beg your pardon, Aaron John.
I'm glad you're here. I thought John was actually going to have to carry me up here because of. Anyway, so my name is Tyson. Some of you might know me. I'm a famous Durban comedian. Okay. I'm a Durban comedian. All right, I'm from Durban. So, John, you can go after me, I'm sure.
I'll go after this guy.
So, first of all, Tatum, you look absolutely amazing. John and I agree, Mike is punching above his weight. We are so proud to see one of our oldest friends find someone so far out of his league. Amazing. So, John and I were Mike's school buddies. We used to go to Mike's house after school on weekends when we were in matric. And we were allowed to smoke pot and drink beer on the veranda on the front porch. Thanks, Dave.
That wasn't me.
What I will say that those were without a doubt some of the best times of my life. I used to have a pretty low self-esteem when I was growing up. And I was at one of, we were at one of, John was there, but he wasn't part of this. But we were at one of Mark's house parties, sort of get-togethers. And I kind of liked this girl. And I said to Mark, I like this girl. And he said, well, go up to her and tell her how you feel. And I said, well, I'm scared of what she might think about me. And he stopped me in that moment, and he put both hands on my shoulders, and he said, Tas, stop giving a fuck about what people think about you. Excuse my language. And that shifted me as a human being. And you all saw me earlier in front of... it kind of carried true throughout, because Mark was always one of those people that marched to the beat of his own drum. We met Tatum when Mark started dating her about 78 years ago. She immediately became part of the crew, and we were actually more surprised than anything else that someone could exert some kind of control over someone as stubborn as Michael. I mean, if someone said to Michael that he was going to die of stubbornness, he would say, no, I won't. Having the privilege of watching the relationship develop made me see more and more just how exceptional Tay is as a human being. She comes across as super sweet, and that may be mistaken for naivety. But underneath the warm and bright light of her personality is a strong, loyal, and extremely intelligent woman. Maki, one thing I will say that you will know for sure is that Tay will go full mama bear for her close friends, and then in future for your children as well. I know we don't get to see each other very often, although both of you have been overseas blazing a trail for yourselves, making life for yourselves. One thing that's true is that your hearts will always kick in beat with the kids that you grew up with. We're so proud to see you guys take the risk and carve a path for yourselves, both together and individually. And although it wasn't easy, it's made both of you grow into the type of people that are worthy of each other. We are so honored to be your mates, and we're so incredibly proud of you.
How's it, guys? So admittedly, I didn't write anything, so I'm going to speak from the heart. It was last night that Tyson told me, he was like, listen, bud, we've got a speech to do together, and I was just, well. So first thing I'm going to say is, Mike, your mother, Sheila, would be extremely proud of you, and I know she's looking down on us, and she's probably extremely happy right now. And I know the guys keep saying, Mike, you keep punching above your weight, and honestly, I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. It looks like Chuck Norris roundhouse kicked you above your weight. But if I must be honest, Mike, I've known you for many years, and you're probably one of the most genuine guys that I know, and you're an absolute legend. You've got a heart of gold, and you're just an honest oak, and I know you're going to make an amazing husband to Tay. And Tay, when you came into the scene, like, honestly, the most amazing girl for Mikey, and we just couldn't have picked a better person for you to end up with. So, yeah, you guys have been great. And living together as husband and wife is going to be one of the most amazing things. You guys have got each other's backs, and no, I'll give some advice now. You guys, yeah, are just going to make an amazing husband and wife. And one thing I can tell you is that if you guys, one piece of advice is just never ever go to bed angry at each other. Something my wife does to me, and I'll keep telling you about that. Always say sorry to each other before you go to bed. Never fight. I promise you, you'll never regret it. You'll never regret it. Anyway, thank you, guys. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
I was ready. When I need you, my heart's on fire. You come to me, wild and wide. Oh, you come to me. Give me everything now. Give me a lifetime of promises and a world. Speak the language of love, like you know what it means. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone out there. You suck on your heart. Lean on every word you say. But tear us apart. Baby, I'd rather each time you leave me, I start losing control. Like you're out of my mind, I don't need to let go. Baby, don't let go. So simply the best. Better than all. Better than anyone out there. Mrs. Russell. When it's cold outside, I got the one to lay on. I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl, talking about my girl. I've got so much honey, the bees and bees. I've got a sweet song that I heard in the trees. Well, I guess you say what can make me feel this way, my girl, talking about my girl.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on. Let's celebrate. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate. It's alright, baby. We're gonna have a good time.
All the single ladies, 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 all the single ladies. Now put your hands up.
lover. She call me Mr. Bombastic, send me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Smooth, just like a silk. Soft and cuddly, hug me up like a quilt. I'm a lyrical lover, now take me thin or filled with my sexual physique. You know me well, Bill, do me, oh my, well, can't you tell? I'm just like a turtle crawling out of my shell. Girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell. With your couscous perfume, I love your sweet smell. You're the only young girl who can ring my bell, and I can take rejection. So you tell me go to well, I'm bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic, she touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, 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 bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on my back, she call me Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, she touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom. Gee-whiz, baby please, let me take you to an island of the sweet cool breeze. You don't feel like drive, well baby hand me the keys, and I will take you to a place and set your mind at ease. Don't you tickle my foot bottom, baby please. Don't you play with my nose, cause I'm a hatchoon sneeze. Well you are the bun and me are the cheese, and if I'm me are the rice, well baby love you the peas. I'm bombastic, then the fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Then the fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom, boom. Fantastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Boom, boom. I say give me your lovin', girl your lovin' well good. I want your lovin', can't beat it like you should. I give you your lovin', girl your lovin' well good. I want your lovin', girl you remember the would you like to kiss and caress? Rub down every strand of your bandages. I'm bombastic, rated as the best. The best you should get, nothing more, nothing less. Give me your digits, chat on your address. I'll bet you confess when you put me to the test that I'm bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on the box, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on the box, she says I'm Mr. Boom.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give